When it comes to survival, when it comes to a collapse, when it comes to SHTF, the reality is that only the strong will survive. I'm not talking about physical strength, although physical strength does count. No, I'm talking about that strength that you have within you to survive. That strength that you have within you to overcome any obstacle being thrown at you. That strength is the one that I'm talking about. And people don't like talking about it because let's just face it, the reality is that it's uncomfortable and you hurt people's feelings. But in this channel, we really don't give a hoop whether or not we hurt people's feelings, because truth of the matter is, feelings are just that, feelings. And if you can't deal with your feelings getting hurt, well, you have a bigger problem than anything else. Or if you're looking for fun prepping videos, you have a bigger problem. You need to do some soul searching in you and rethink your priorities. But just saying. So the reality is that an SHTF collapse will essentially expose people's true character. And this is true. This is no BS. I saw this many times in Cuba. Many times. And I know, I hear this all the time. Even in the comments, I hear, Billy, it would never happen here. This is not Cuba. You know, we cultivate, we do this, we do that. We used to. Let's get the facts straight. We used to. Not no more. We are not what we used to be. We are living. We are feeding ourselves from the carcass of what we used to be. We are not anymore. So, get your facts straight. Nonetheless, an SHTF collapse will reveal people's character. Will show you who people really are. Well, they will show you whether or not they will fight, whether or not they will cower in fear, whether or not they will say, take my wife and do what you want with her. Just give me a plate of food. You will see their characters, your true characters. You will see others who will say, this is what I'm standing. Come my way and see what happens. You will see character. You will see people's true metals. That is a guarantee. Why do I know that? Because I saw it. I saw it with my own two eyes. You will know what people are worth in a crisis. You will know what people are capable of when they get hungry. That right there will show you a lot. And the thing is that you're going to see people's weaknesses. And you're going to see more weaknesses than anything else. Because, let's be honest, people are used to the good things. Just wait until this whole internet is no longer available, or it's going to be restricted or limited of the things that you can do. And the funny thing is that people will always say, oh, if I have to, I will go without it. Well, it is key to be able to adapt. But if today you cannot let go, what makes you think that in bad times you're going to be okay? That whole idea of, oh, I'm going to adapt because I had the mental fortitude to do it. No, you do not. You can't even eat a slice of Spam right now because, oh, it's not good for you. It has too much sodium and this and that. And you know, there's a lot of doctors. A lot of doctors on YouTube. A lot of keyboard doctors. Oh, God. They go on and they copy and paste all what Google says. And, oh, you got to do this and you got to do that. How about you do you and you let me do me? How about that? It's a lot easier said than done. And that's the whole thing. There's also a key element to this whole thing of, you know, only the strong will survive. People have become very complacent. Very, very complacent. In fact, I'm going to give you a very good example. People now believe that they know more than what you are doing because they're sitting in front of a computer. And all they do is sit in the computer, watch a screen, do absolutely nothing else. That's what they're doing. You know, oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that. No, you're not. You're not doing anything. You imagine yourself doing it, but you're not doing it. Because if you really look at yourself in the mirror, You are 350 pounds, 400 pounds. You can barely move because you have let yourself go, because all you do is sit down and be complacent of what's going on, eating Cheetos all day long, and you believe in your mind, and that's the scary shit. You believe in your mind that you're gonna be able to do it, because in your 20s you serve, and in your 20s you run 20 miles. I don't know, 10 minutes. Just give you an example. That's what you used to be, not who you are today. Keep that in mind, and start to see things and peel that onion so you can get the truth, the ugly truth, that there's a lot of people out there that they believe that they can do it, but they ain't doing nothing at all. They're lying to themselves and they're lying to the rest of the world. In fact, they're not bringing any benefit to anybody at all, because they become complacent. You see what I'm saying? So there is such a thing as survival of the fittest. There is such a thing. That is reality. I grew up in a third world country where fighting was an everyday thing at school. Every single day. That's the way that I grew up. That's the way that third world countries function. It's a constant fight. Here in the US, if you say something, say, not do, say, you get a call from the principal, and you may even get a visit for law enforcement just for saying something. What are we raising? Well, you fill that blank part. You fill that up. So do you think now that the future generations will have the emotional fortitude to thrive in an SHTF? Do you even think that the parents nowadays will have that mental fortitude, that mental strength to guide the next generation? I would say some do, but the great majority, unfortunately, does not. So the whole idea of everybody will survive, or if you have enough preps, you will be okay. No, it takes a lot more than that. A lot more than that. And I'm here to tell you that only the strong will make it to the end. Only the strong. Because if you're weak-minded, you just ain't gonna make it. If you are 350 pounds or 500 pounds, you just ain't gonna make it. It's physically impossible. If you have an illness, and this is where people will look at me and be like, damn, Billy. But if you have an illness that you depend on the system that we're in to stay alive, guys, would you make it? I mean, I can sugarcoat it and say, oh, if you stock away this and that, you may make it. But the reality is that you know exactly what's going to happen. You know exactly what's going to happen because you have thought about it. So there's no point for me to even say it, to tell you the truth. So again, it takes a little bit more than just having preps away. You do have to work in your physical body. You really have to make your body strong. Really do. You don't have to be what's the thing those people call Spartan or anything like that. You don't have to do that. No. Just make sure that you're not extremely overweight. And America does have an overweight problem. It really does. You make sure that you walk as much as you can. Make sure that you drink as much water as possible. You have no idea how many people are dehydrated nowadays. You have no idea. Eat as healthy as you can. Become as self-reliant as you can. I'm telling you all, surviving the initial chaos is just the beginning. The aftermath is going to demand a lot from people. A lot of resilience, a lot of resourcefulness, a lot of hard decisions. And you're going to have to either do it or perish. And with that being said, I hope you have a great one. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.